Good morning, grade 6. Today we're going to start the first lesson in fraction, which is called calculating fraction. When we talk about calculating fraction, we should care about something called fractions of numbers or fractions of whole. For now, we're going to know what is the fraction of numbers for now. Later on, when we go to the word problem, we're going to know what does it mean fraction of whole. So let's start. When someone asks you what does it mean fraction of numbers, it's like fraction of number. Fraction of numbers, fraction of numbers. So let's find calculate it. To know how to calculate fractions of number, then we're going to study how we use it in the word problem. So to calculate the fraction of numbers, okay, there are two steps. The steps are the what? Whether you multiply by numerator. You have this number. Whether you multiply by numerator, then divide the answer by what? By denominator. That means 25 multiplied by 3, then divided by 5. Or divide by denominator. That means you divide this by this. 25 divided by 5. Divided by denominator. Then multiply by numerator. Then multiply the answer by denominator. So, which one I'm going to use? It depends on what? It depends on your what? Judgment. So, which one you like to do? It's up to you. Let's have example for this rule. Okay, I said here multiply, then divide. Multiply and this divide. So, which one I should do? 25 times 3, then divided by 5. Or 25 divided by 5, then multiply by 3. Depends on your judgment. Which one you like to do first? Let's see. Is it going to be the same answer or not? 25 multiply by 3 equal 75. Then I divide by 5. 75 divided by 5 equals 15. So the answer here is what? 15. So whether you multiply 25 times 3 then divided by 5 or 25 divided by 5 then times 3. Here in the first example I multiply then divide. Let's see if I want to divide then multiply first. Is it going to be 15 or not? Let's check it. So 25 divided by 5 equals what? Equals 5. Then multiply by 3 equals 15. It's what? The same answer. So it depends on your judgment which one is easier to do first. Here, for me, it's better to divide first, then what? Then multiply. Because when you say 25 divided by 5 equals 5, then multiply by 3 equal 15. But if you did it 25 times 5 times 3, you may take a time to do this multiplication. Then divided by 5, it will take a time. But if you want to do it, do it. Here, in the second example, let's see. Which one I do first? 9 divided by 6, it will be this one. So, but it's easy to do what? 9 times 4. Let's check this one. If I divide first, it will be 9 divided by 6 equal 1.5. 1.5 times 4, it will take a time. So, if I multiply first, 9 times 4 equal 36. 36 divided by 6 equals 6. It's easier to do. So here, for me, I want to do multiplication. If you want to do division first, do it, never mind. Let's see which one I should do first. 125 times 10 divided by 10 equal 12.5 as we said, then multiply by 8. But if I multiply first, 125 times 8. Always try to avoid decimals. Always try to avoid what? Decimals. So, 125 times 8 equal 1000. 1000 divided by 10 equals what? Equals 100. That means equals what? Equals 100. So, 125 times 8 equals 1000 divided by 10 equals what? Equal 100. This is what do I do with the fraction? fraction of numbers. This is when I want to find fraction of numbers. So multiply, then divide, or divide, then multiply. Always we multiply the numerator and divide denominator. Multiply, divide, multiply, divide. So this is it. But here we have another kind of question. Find the missing number. For example, they told us fraction of a missing number. Then they told us what is the answer. The missing number is this one. So the missing number on the left. What should am I going to say? 18 divided by 4, then multiplied by 3, or 18 multiplied by 3 divided by 4? Is it I'm going to follow the same steps? No, I'm not going to follow the same steps. So when we have the missing number like this, we do what? Remember, do the opposite. Do what? Do the opposite. When I say do the opposite, that means what? That means numerator instead of multiplication, it will be what? Division. Do the opposite. That means numerator instead of multiplication, I will do one division. Here, numerator refers to what? To multiplication. But when I find the missing number on the left, not on the right, as I used to, I'm going to do the opposite. And the denominator is what? When I do the opposite, the denominator it will be what? Multiplication. Got it? I'm going to do the opposite. That means I'm going to say 18 divided by, it will be division, and this will be multiplication. Division, multiplication. Division, multiplication. When the missing number on the left side of the equal, I do the opposite. That means numerator, it will be division instead of multiplication. Denominator, it will be multiplication instead of division. So let's do it. 18 divided by 3 equals 6. 6 times 4 equals what? 24. Here we do the same thing. 50 divided by 5 equals 10. 10 times 7 equals what? 70. 6 divided by 6 equals 1. 1 times 11 equals 11. This is how I find the missing numbers on the left side of equals. Here, look. The missing number on the right. This one. This is it. So, you should know which one is the missing. Is it on the left? We do the opposite. Is it on the right? I do the regular thing, which is multiply. Numerator, divide, denominator. Divide, denominator, multiply, numerator. This is about what fraction of numbers when I have it all in numbers. Now let's have example if it's what? If it's word problem. The third time of our examples here, the word problem. So, before we start the word problem, we should know this formula. Fraction of whole equals what? Pi. This is it. We use always this formula to solve the word problems of fraction of numbers. So, we should know which one is the fraction, where is the fraction, and whole and pi. And they always, whether they want whole or they want what the pi, they give us one of them. Whole or what? Pi. If they give us whole, that means they want pi. If they give us pi, they want what? Whole. Let's see how is it. There are 48 students who comes to school. In the school orbit there are what? 48 students. I said 2 over 8 of them by bus. That means all the students 48. Some of them 2 over 8 of them. That means 2 over 8 of 48. Listen, you should remember whenever you look this fraction of, then find a number. Whether to find it like this, them, or you're going to find it as a number or something refers to the number by bus. 4 over 8 of them or of 48, they comes on what? On foot. And what over 8 of them by what? By car. What do they want? Work out number of number of students who come to school by, the first one, by bus. So, I should use always what? This for fraction of the part. Okay, which one is the fraction of bus? I said the bus, right? So, which one is the bus? This refers to foot. This refers to car. 4 over 8 refers to foot. And 2 over 8 refers to what? To the bus. That means I want the bus. I'm going to say 2 over 8 of 48. Why? How did I know the missing is the part? Because they told us all of the students, all of them comes on what? To the all the students of the school. And some of them, not all of them, that means part of all of the students, that means the missing is the part. So it will be 2 over 8 of 48. How are we going to do? First, divide them, multiply. 48 divided by 8 equals 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. That means 12 what? 12 students, they use what? They use bus. So, let's continue. B, they want on foot. Which one is the fraction of on foot? 4 over 8 of them on foot. That means the fraction refers to what? Foot. So, it will be 4 over 8 of 48. That's what I said, all of the students. Equals what? 48 divided by 8, 6 times 4 equals 20. 24 what? Students. Okay, the last one, by what? By car. This is the fraction of the car. So it will be 1 over 8 of 48, which is what? Which is 6 what? 6 students. You should care about something about this formula, as I say. Fraction of whole equals what? Part. Always the part, and the fraction of the part should be refers to the same thing. The question, I said I want it by bus. And that means the fraction, it should refer to what? To the bus. Foot, I should find the fraction of the foot. And the fraction of car. This is it. Let's have another example. The fourth example of today and the last one. Here we have example petrol. The petrol tank in this car holds 40 liters when it's what? 2 over 3 full. And as I remember always fraction of whole equal what? Equal. Since you find fraction, that means you should remember this formula. Fraction of whole equal what? Equal part. So, which one is the missing? And which one they want? Which one is the missing and what did they give us? Have they give us whole or part? Let's see. The petrol tank in this car holds 40 liters when it's 2 over 3 full. You didn't understand something? Maybe. If you understood it, which one is the what did they give us? 40 liters. Is it whole or part according to the question? If you're still confused, let's read the question. How much petrol does the tank hold when full? Whenever I said full is refers to whole or part. They want what? They want when full. How much petrol? What? The tank when it's what? Full. Full, that means always what? Whole. Full. That means 40 liters refers to part. That means it will be 2 over 3 of the missing number equal what? Equal 4. If you didn't understand which one they gave us, read the question. Read the question and try to understand the question here. This question. So 2 over 3 full. 2 over 3 full actually means what? 2 over 3 of when it's what? When it's full. 2 over 3 of full equals what? Equal 4. This is what doesn't mean actually the question, but if you didn't understand it, continue. We may understand the question from the rest of the words. So they want full. Full refers to the whole. That means what did they give us? What? They give us parts. Let's do it now. 40 divided by 3. No. I said when is the missing number? On the left, I do the opposite. So I'm going to divide by this and multiply by this. So what should we do? I'm going to do 40 divided by 3. No, I'm going to say 40 divided by 2, then multiply by 3. So it's easier here to divide then multiply. 40 divided by 2 equal 20, then multiplied by 3 equal what? Equal 60. That means the tank will be full when it's what? Full, it's what? Full will equal what? 60 what? 60 liters. This is what? This is the answer of the last question of today. Tomorrow we're going to have more questions, more examples in fraction of numbers, okay, about this. So today we're not going to have a homework because we haven't completed the lesson. Tomorrow we're going to have more examples and then we're going to have the homework. So see you tomorrow.